Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Medicom Toy Mafex number 173. This is the Marvel X-Men Cyclops, the X Factor version. Thank you to Big Bad Toy Store for getting this out so I can review it for you guys. It is in stock right now, link in the video description below. I know these Mafex figures are not new, but I'm on a Mafex kick. I am really enjoying what Mafex is doing, so I wanted to get a bunch of them out. And Mafex is kind of the talk of the town, probably not for the right reasons, as CT Toys is really kind of taking over, and they're, CT Toys is replicating Mafex figures. Those are bootleg knockoffs, if you guys are not aware. They're recasting Mafex parts and re-releasing figures of high quality. I don't have personal experience with a high quality version. I have the Miles Morales one, which is not high quality, but for $12, I would consider it a good figure. But Mafex, I always go for the original. Like, I'm a collector, so I like to collect the originals. There's nothing wrong with getting the KOs, the bootlegs, if that's what you want to do. But for me, my collection, I'm going to stick to the originals. So we have the X Factor Cyclops. I would love to get a Jim Lee version. It is not. It's been years. Hopefully they'll do a reissue or something. I'll be able to pick one up. But for now, I have the X Factor Cyclops, so we'll add that in. And in terms of X-Men, I already have Jean Grey. I've got Wolverine. I've got X-Force Wolverine and X-Force Deadpool. And then, Jubilee's on pre-order. Rogue is on pre-order. Hopefully Gambit gets a reissue as well. I got Storm and Age of Apocalypse Magneto. As well, that I'll be reviewing. Older Mafex figures, but because I've really been liking Mafex, I just, recently picked up a bunch, courtesy of Big Bad Toy Store. So, links in the video description below if you're fans of Mafex, if you're fans of X-Men, fans of Cyclops, or looking to pick up this figure. But let's go ahead and get into it. You can see the artwork of X Factor Cyclops there, all the accessories in there, a couple of head sculpts, and things like that. Here on the back of the package, we get a look at the figure in a couple of different poses. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and open it up, and let's take a look. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button now. Help me reach my goal of 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're getting super close and only 160 or so away. So if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button now. Okay, so here is the Mafex Cyclops X Factor figure out of the package, and having it in my hands now makes me even more so want a Jim Lee version. So hopefully Mafex will get around to reissuing that. If I were Mafex, I'd be worried with all the CT Toys craze that they should be capitalizing on the products that they have released and hopefully re-releasing a bunch more, or trying to be quicker with releasing stuff because CT Toys seems to be gaining a lot of popularity and really growing. If I was running Mafex, I'd be like, okay, we need to re-release as many things as we possibly can to hopefully, get people to buy, like Brown Suit Wolverine, right? Perfect example. So hopefully they do that with Cyclops. Hopefully they do that with Gambit. I'd love to get a regular Magneto as opposed to the Age of Apocalypse, which one that I have. But anyway, Cyclops. Let's go ahead and zoom in on him and take a closer look and look at his accessories. Okay, so Cyclops, here's a closer look. You got the optic blast effect piece there, and this is kind of the wider one, so that looks really good. We get a little bit of white paint in there, and then it goes into the translucent red. So that is pretty cool there. We actually get two optic blast effects. So we got this really wide one here, and then we have a thinner one, and this is just going to port right on in there as well, right inside that visor. Boom, and then you have the thinner one, so if you got a more controlled blast there. So that is really cool there. And then I did this. You can use that to also help pull out that visor there. And you have a creepy looking Cyclops there. Because we get this other visor piece, which is really cool. Because then this has like that smoke effect to it. Like he's just finished blasting some dudes, right? And it's just kind of smoking out there. So that is really cool that we get that there. Let's go ahead and swap that out. Let's put this visor piece back on there. And then let's remove that. And then here is one of the 3 head sculpts that we got. So this one is kind of like the other one, except this one you could see the mask is up. So this, I don't know, would you call that a cowl portion? The cowl? One thing that's odd is this X Factor Cyclops does not come with the full head mask, like where his hair's covered, which I thought was kind of odd. But we get these 2 head sculpts. This visor, as far as I know, does not come off. Like, I'm trying there, and it's not removable, so you got the full-on visor. I would have loved... Oh, wait. Haha. Okay, so you can do it on this one. That is great. That is great, because you get the full mask look. That would make the most sense. And it's probably on a picture on the box, and I just didn't pay attention to it. So you can do that, so that is really cool. So you have the mask look. So we can swap that out as needed, so each head you can have the full you know, visor look as opposed to the weird gappy look there. But again, multiple head sculpts. So here's this head sculpt here. We also have one where he doesn't have that visor piece and he's wearing glasses. And again, you got to keep that cowl part and just kind of hold it in there. One thing that's odd is these head sculpts each come with a neck. Typically, or I guess sometimes, just depends. Mezco won't include the neck if it's not necessary. Like, you know, they didn't need to include 2 necks, but they did it here. But here we get Cyclops. He's just wearing red sunglasses there. I don't like this one as much, but the crazy thing about it is this one has kind of the gritted teeth look. This is how one of these other head sculpts should have looked. Like, he's using the optic blast. He should have an angry face. Like, he should be screaming. But you know, this one kind of has that, but it looks okay. Just not, the mouth does look a little bit weird if I'm being honest, but it's cool because he's got red sunglasses. So you got your Scott Summers there. But let's pull those out and get that cowl piece off there, and then we'll put this head sculpt on there. And this is my favorite one. This one looks really good. I like it quite a bit. Now, Cyclops in his white and blue. There's some blue shading in the white, and I was thinking, man, is some of that paint sloppy? And no, it's actually just kind of shading throughout. Like, his hands got some. You could see on the back, you could see the blue shading kind of throughout. We get a nice metallic blue and a nice white. Along the lines, I was thinking, how is it bad looking? I think they did a light blue around the X. Either that or it is just sloppy paint. I can't really tell. Like, in some areas, there's a little sloppiness, but nothing too crazy or too bad or anything like that. So that is Cyclops. In terms of the other accessories, you know, we have those head sculpts. We got those optic blasts and things like that. Out of the package, he has fists, and then he also comes with the finger, the 2-finger hand, so you can, you know, where he's going like this with his visor and like adjusting the settings. So we get a right and left for that. We get a right and left open hands, as you can see here. And then we get right and left finger gun pointing hands there. So those are his accessories. Now let's go ahead and check out his articulation. Okay, so Cyclops' articulation, he can look up that much there. That is pretty good. He can look all the way down, of course. You can get a full rotation in there. The neck moves on its own as well, so you can get some good pivot on that neck, which is great. The arm you can get to go straight on out. You get a full... Wait. Hold on. Full rotation in that shoulder. It's a little bit stiffer than, you know, typically you would get. That one, see, that one went a little bit smoother. So just a heads up on that. You get that butterfly joint, which gives you some additional range of motion in that shoulder. You can get some good crossbody going on there. You can get it to go back a bit ways there, which is good too. Upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, that much bend. Mafex figures have ball joint wrists, so you could swivel them and hinge them in any which way you need. We get the diaphragm cut and the ball joint waist. So working both of those together, you can get Cyclops to tilt to his left that much there. You can get Cyclops to tilt to his right that much there. Going back, you can get him to lean back that much there, but you do see some gap in there, so just a heads up on that. But coming forward, look at that. Crunch forward, that is a pretty good amount there, which is nice. You can get a little bit of a swivel at that diaphragm and then swivel at that ball joint waist. You get the drop down hips, so the hips drop down that much. Not a huge amount, but they do, you know, come down a little bit. In terms of splits, not a whole lot. He can only get his legs to go out that far apart, so that is pretty lacking to Mafex standards, I would say. He can kick forward that far. The leg doesn't really go back in there, and you get some turn at that hip on that upper thigh. Double jointed knee gives you that much bend there, which is nice. Ball joint ankle, so you get a swivel at the ankle, foot hinges down. You get some hinge up, toe articulation, and then ankle pivot. No peg holes at the bottom of Mafex feet. They each come with flight stands. Every Mafex figure comes with a flight stand, by the way. So that is Cyclops' articulation. We're going to be a pretty quick review, so let's just go ahead and jump right into some side-by-side comparisons. Okay, and so for my X-Men so far, once I do Storm and Magneto, I'll throw, you know, Cyclops in so you can see them in comparison. But here for my X-Men, we've got Wolverine, the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, and then Jean Grey. Jean Grey is also, Phoenix is also available at BigBadToyStore.com right now, too, if you're interested in getting them. But those are my 3 X-Men so far. Again, I do have X-Force Wolverine as well, and then X-Force Deadpool, but I didn't bring out the Deadpool to show you guys. But a couple of other newer Mafex figures, let's see how Cyclops measures up to them. Okay, so here is Daredevil and Captain America, a couple of the newer Mafex figures that are awesome. And these are the 2 that really are like, man, I really need to spend some more time with Mafex figures and get more and add them to my collection and mess with them some more, because these 2 are just really fantastic. I will say, though, Cyclops' body is a little bit more loose compared to the sturdiness that Captain America and Daredevil feel. Daredevil especially feels very sturdy, whereas Cyclops, again, a little flimsy. Nothing crazy or anything like that, as you can see. can stand up no problem, but his knees are a little bit more loose compared to some of the newer Mafex figures. Okay, so that is my review of the X Factor Cyclops by Mafex. You guys let me know what you guys think of this figure. Is it one that you have in your collection? How do you think it compares to the Jim Lee one? Is that one that I absolutely need to get and should just try and spend crazy amounts of money to get, or should I just be patient? Wait for a reissue. I think I'm going to be patient, but you guys give me your thoughts on the Mafex X-Men figures down in the comments below. If you're looking to pick up this Cyclops, it is available right now in stock at bigbadtoystore.com. Link in the video description below. And then just let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you for watching.